Let's face it, there are some small changes that you can make on your iPhone that will either cause problems for you or solve problems for you. Today I'm covering 10 specific tweaks that will move your iPhone from factory settings to a machine that actually anticipates what you need. Starting with a privacy leak in your photos that most people don't even know exists. These are not new, but they may be new to you. Let's dive in. Sometimes you share a photo with someone who doesn't need to know exactly where the photo was taken. By default, when you share a photo, your iPhone includes location and other metadata that you can turn off for that specific share. The good news is you can control this every time you share a photo. Open the Photos app and select the photos you want to share. Tap the Share button. Look for Options at the top of the share sheet. Toggle off Location under the Include section at the top. Tap the check mark and proceed with your share. The shared version will now say No Location, while your original photo in your library stays intact. I also do it this way. I know I could permanently turn this off in the camera section of Privacy and Security. However, there are many times when I need this location data, so I'm glad I have it. Now let's fix something that saves you from sending the wrong email. Ever hit send, then realize you had a typo in the subject line? Go to Settings, Apps, Mail, and scroll to the bottom. Tap Undo Send Delay. Tap 30 seconds. With this setting change, you will have up to 30 seconds to recall the sending of the email, preventing it from being sent until you make the necessary changes. Comment below if this helped you. This next tip is a big help if you ever go to one website where the font size is perfect and another one makes you squint every time you go there. Safari remembers zoom per website automatically. While in Safari on a particular website, tap the reader icon on the address bar and tap on the larger or smaller A to adjust the zoom. By the way, if you spend a moment tapping up and down, you'll notice it flashes 100% when you get to the site's original font size. Once you make a selection, the next time you visit the site again, it will remember your choice without any need to save it manually. Another quick tip, tap the ellipsis button and select Use Reader Automatically if this is a site you like to read each time without all the distractions. It will stay that way unless you decide to change it back. If these tips are helping you, click that subscribe button. It's free to do. Here's a quick way to convert measurements without leaving the app. We've all been there. You're mid-conversation and someone drops a measurement like 35 degrees Celsius. Instead of jumping to Safari or Google, just look for the underlined text in the message bubble. Tap it, and a menu pops up with the helpful conversion. Whether you're checking a recipe or helping with homework, your iPhone does the math for you. Just tap, convert, and keep the chat going. For this next tip, how many times have you thought you were leaving on time, but traffic disagreed? When you use location and travel time settings, calendar automatically adjusts using real-time traffic. To set this up, go to Settings, Privacy and Security, Location Services, and make sure Calendar is set to while using the app. Next, when you create an event with a location, tap Travel Time and toggle it on. Here's the trick. Select your starting location as current location, or home or work. This allows the app to use real-time GPS data to alert you exactly when you need to leave based on current traffic. It even updates dynamically as road conditions change. Your inbox can easily get overwhelmed, but whatever you do, don't open spam email just to block it. Clicking unsubscribe in a spam email is often just a trap, and it lets the spammers know that your email account is active. Do this instead to stay safe. Ensure you're in List View, then simply long press any email. You'll get a peek preview of the message without actually opening it. Just pull up on that preview window and tap Block Contact. To make sure those emails disappear forever, go to Settings, Apps, Mail. Under the threading section, find Blocked Sender Options and select Move to Trash. Now those pesky emails will be blocked and trashed automatically. Next, there's a hidden feature that will help you when you simply need to grab the digital text from a document. If you're in the library and find the perfect quote for your project, don't just take a photo of the page. use the Scan Text feature tucked away under the paperclip icon in your Notes app. It turns that physical paragraph into digital text on your iPhone immediately. And the best part? Because it's saved as text, you can find it in seconds using the search bar later on, no matter how many notes you've taken. You nailed the perfect camera and exposure settings, and you wish you could save it. You can save this by going to Settings, Camera, Preserve Settings. Then simply select the ones that you need to preserve so that these will be automatically set for you on that next shot. I like using Siri to call my friend Joe. However, I have too many Joes in my contacts, so Siri always gets confused. Nicknames really help recognition. And since we call Joe the inspector and no one else in my contacts had that nickname, I used it. Here's how. Open Contacts and choose a contact that you want to edit. Tap Edit at the top. Scroll down to the Add field. Then tap Nickname. Now when you ask Siri to make that call, she'll nail it. What if you simply want to use their name instead, but she doesn't quite understand you? Here's a cool setting that you can change. You can add a phonetic field to help Siri understand a person's name. And you can do this for their first, middle, or last name, and also a company name. Again, you would just tap Edit, scroll down to the Add Field button, then tap the field you want to set up. Joe's last name was Gadget, so let's type it like it sounds. Gad-Jet. That will do it. There you go. 10 iPhone tips that solve problems you may have missed. Which ones helped you the most? Let me know in the comments below. My goal each week is to find hidden settings that really help you. A quick shout out to all my subscribers. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's free to do. By the way, I've heard from several people that they couldn't find the hype button when I mentioned that I really appreciate the likes and hypes. I found out that the hype button is only out there from YouTube for 7 days after a video is released. So while it is very helpful to me, given that it's only there for 7 days, I will probably mention it less. But thank you very much. I really do appreciate all those likes and hypes. Also, when it comes to watching ads on YouTube, of course those help me. However, if you're a subscriber, whether it's a premium YouTube subscriber or a YouTube Lite subscriber, it really transforms your YouTube watching experience. So if you can afford it, I strongly encourage you to take advantage of YouTube Lite. They don't pay me to promote this, but it has made a big difference for me personally watching YouTube videos because you don't see all of the ads. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.